instant manifestation of your dream life, of your dream man. And how can you be that person where whatever you desire finds you? It's instant, it's effortless, it's fun. And before you say, oh, that doesn't exist, it does. It does. And I've been living this life since many, many, many years at this point where I just like instantly manifest whatever I desire. Sorry. Sorry, I'm still after some cold. And I've been teaching that to so many of my clients. So before you say, oh, she's like crazy, let's move on, stay here with me. Because if there's even one little possibility where you're like, okay, I'm at least open to the possibility that my life can change, even though I have proof of years of the same thing, stay here with me. So you you guys probably know my story if you've been watching my channel, but if you don't, I started like my whole inner work journey because I had like a horrible life, or at least I perceived it like that. There are people who didn't perceive it as like bad to just not have money or to not have love or to be treated badly, but I perceived it as like a very bad, and I was like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to have a better life. I'm going to move through this. I'm going to have money in my life. I'm going to have love. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to feel good. Like I just had to have these things. And first, I started learning about the how to, like the strategies, how to do certain things. And while I will never say anything against strategy, because the truth is, like, we always need to take action and we have to know how to do certain things. But it wasn't enough. Like, it wasn't enough for anything to change. I kept attracting the same pattern of not only men but people around me treating me poorly. Hi, everybody, say hi in the comments. And while, as I mentioned, while I am targeting that for women and for dating, because this is like the theme of our channel, if you are a man or if you have any other troubles in life or anything else that you want to manifest, you can apply these concepts that I'm talking about here. Okay, so stay tuned with me because like what I'm about to tell you is life changing. Okay, and please stay in the comments respectful, and also please ask questions that are regarding to the topic of manifestation. Yeah. All right. So, as you know my story, it was just horrible and I had to change something. And all the effort, all the knowledge didn't help me. So I started going to therapy, and it also didn't really help me because I didn't necessarily had, and I'm not saying therapy won't help you. Maybe it would. You can literally try that out, but it just didn't help me because my therapist was like, I mean, you're good. You have good grades. You're earning, like, you're good. And it was just the wrong platform for me because I just wanted to be successful. I wanted more from life. I wanted to overcome my resistance. I wanted to manifest things. Yeah, I didn't necessarily have anything. um it was just the wrong place for me. Someone asked, do you believe in God and Jesus Christ? Yeah, I definitely believe in God and Jesus. Yes, I'm a very deep believer, and I can talk about that too here because I do believe God is part of manifestation. Even if you don't necessarily aren't Christian, having a connection with God, some people call it universe, some people call it intuition, is definitely going to help you manifest faster. Yes. But I'm from my family background Catholic. Yes. Okay, but let me focus a bit. Okay. So, and I'm really sorry, I cannot mute this here, and I'm having a little bit of, let me just like, let me take a sip of water. Mm. I'm still having like a little bit of cough from last week being sick, but I had to come on live here because I was just too excited to share with you guys. Okay, so, and I started learning about manifestation, and actually, manifestation was the reason why I opened up back to God. Because I did grow up Catholic. I even went to private Catholic school in Germany. Um, you know, but like it wasn't, there were just so many things also in my family where it kind of pushed me away from religion and manifestation. Because I wanted more from life, I found through that the portal back to God. I can talk about this later as well. But basically, I found the subconscious work, psychology work, subconscious work, somatic healing, healing my traumas, and also the connection with God. And all of that started to move the needle until I made it like a system that kept repeating and repeating and repeating. And I realized, wow, my life starts to change and I become better at it. Like, and better at it and better, and it becomes faster, and I'm just mind blown because I thought I already, like I had those vision boards. It was kind of in back then, like 10 years ago. I kept doing more and it just keeps manifesting. It's crazy. And I have clients who are with me for a little bit longer, and they are working with me also because of the topic of manifestation, and they also like just would put whatever they want on their vision board and then boom, and manifest because they learned the concept from me. And there's nothing that makes me more happy than seeing my clients manifest the next level and the next level and whatever the next thing is for them. It can be your dream relationship, your dream man, your dream woman, but it can be also in all other life areas. You don't have to just be successful in one area. You can be successful in many life areas. And by the way, um, if you're the type of person that says, yeah, but like I don't need like the energetic work, I just gonna follow the plan and it works, good for you. Good that it already works. For me, it didn't work at all because I'm a very emotional person. Like if I'm not the emotional and vibrational match of my desire, there's a block. I can't. And a lot of women that I work with, they go through the same thing because we women, we are often more emotional, right? And then there are subconsciously blockages where we can't really get there. Where sometimes men or people who are more logical or just follow the logic are like, this is the right thing to do, I'm just gonna do it. But even for you, if you are just this logical person who just does whatever you're supposed to do, regardless if you're a man or a woman, trust me, your results are going to skyrocket when you use the manifestation tools, the manifestation concepts, because it's gonna feel like, here's the secret, it's gonna feel like your favorite dessert or food being in the kitchen, and you just can't wait to get it. You just can't wait to eat it. You just can't wait to, you don't need discipline. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't need discipline anymore. And you know how fast we do things when we don't need discipline for that. Instantly. It's like if you put my favorite food in the kitchen and you tell me it's there, you don't need to wait for me to find my discipline, to find my energy and motivation and some motivational music to go get that food. I'm gonna be there faster than you can like even turn your head around. You know what I mean, right? So That is why it's still going to help you. Okay. And that's another reason why my clients get so fast transformations. It's not, I'm not just a coach that teaches you about love and dating and relationships. We use manifestation techniques and boom, your life changes so quickly. And by the way, if you desire my support, make sure to reach out for a free love audit call because you deserve to be with your dream person, in your dream body, with your dream income. And why would you wait longer? Like, just send me a message either on Instagram or an email, or you can book a free love audit call. Yeah, I would love to get to know you and support you on your journey. All right, so when my clients learn about that, they start attracting the dream man like suddenly. They've never even saw them before. They never even saw that this is possible. But like suddenly they appear everywhere. Everywhere. And it's like, how is that possible when you've never had this before in your life? You've never had this pattern. And our brain would try to tell you, I've never had money, so there's no money out there, or at least there's no money for me. That's not true. Or I can only earn money when I work hard. That's a pattern. It's not necessarily true for everybody. You can have it, you can earn money differently in a more feminine, magnetic way or effortless way. It doesn't always have to be feminine. And same with your dream person. I mean, so many people say, oh, if I want a millionaire, then I will have to sacrifice my freedom. I will just have to look pretty and sit still. Of course, you're not going to manifest that because you have a negative association with that thing. Your subconscious, your body won't allow you to manifest that because you think you're gonna have to pay, you're gonna have to suffer. So of course you're not gonna go for the hot guy who keeps you awake at night, who is successful, because you're gonna be like, oh, he might be cheating on me, he might be doing that. Let me tell you something. From 6 years of coaching women and men all over the world, if someone wants to behave poorly, they will. They are not freed of bad behavior just because they're broke and ugly. They're not. And I know so many times women and men say, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go for the broken, ugly guy because at least he's not gonna cheat or he's gonna be nice." No, no, girl. If someone wants to behave poorly, they will, and vice versa. If a woman wants to behave poorly, she will. And I've been, oh, that's another topic that I have to, I think, bring more to this channel because I've been realizing a lot that a lot of successful people, they're either successful because they want to, they want to fill a gap of, I'm not good enough, that's why I'm going to be successful to show it to the world, and get validation. And then there are other successful people who are like, you know what, I just want to be healthy, I just want to be rich, I just want to be sexy, I just want to get things done. And those people who are successful because they're determined, because they have this willpower, they have discipline. They don't do it for validation. They don't do it for filling a void of not being good enough so that they need like some superiority and validation from the world. Narcissism. But those people who are successful because they are disciplined, they are going to be the most nicest people to you. That's why I always keep telling you guys, it's like so much easier to date top 1% people in this world. And people are surprised to hear that because you only know about like the narcissism in the movies, narcissists in the movies who are like successful because they need the validation. But no, those people who are successful because of discipline, they're so much easier to date. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit off topic, but I had to drop it here because it just comes up a lot. Like, if I'm not gonna compare, but technically I'm a top 1% woman too. My earnings, I just always try my earnings, my emotional maturity, what I've already built in my life, multiple businesses, traveled a lot. Um, and I would say it's a million times easier to date me. Like a million times. Why? Because I'm kind, I have morality, I have discipline, I have self-reflection. I do these things because I'm disciplined, because I'm driven, not because I want to show off the world. I'm not even showing you guys anything. I think I need to show more, but I'm not even showing you guys the amazing life that I'm having because I'm not doing that for validation. I'm coming on here always to help you, to support you, to give you tips. But my goal isn't to get validation. Yeah, I've healed my inner void. I used to have that though. Yeah. I used to feel empty inside and needed validation desperately. That's why I was a people pleaser. That's a whole different story, but not anymore. Okay, so that's why I keep telling you, like, top 1% people, they are just easy to date, especially when you are a match for them, when you are also empowered, self-reflected, doing inner work. And I know you are when you are here in this channel, watching my channel and my community. All right, so let's go back to the topic of instant manifestation. And I feel like I'm gonna have to do like a part 2 and 3 to that because I'm just noticing I have so much to tell you guys. Okay, let's just pick one point here. And that is, first of all, overcoming resistance. Like when you are manifesting something new, there is a process of you have to remove what you have, making space for something new, and then attracting the new thing. And it's like a little mountain when you climb up, and then it's not easy. And I actually have a course for that. It's called Quantum Level Up, and it's showing you like a zoomed out view of transformation when you manifest something. And there's like the phases of resistance and what to do exactly in the moment. Because, for example, there is a phase where you literally feel like it's not going to happen. The point of contrast is so badly, like it's just not going to happen. And then you need to conquer that, like mentally, physically, spiritually. Because that's why most people, they want to move forward and boom, they come back. Want to move forward and boom, they come back. Most people don't move forward. They park themselves at the space of, okay, this is good. And then it's difficult to move forward. Okay, or there is oftentimes a phase in your manifestation where you feel like you don't move forward. You feel like it's not showing, like your effort aren't shown. And in this phase, it's like planting a little seed and it's not showing yet. And you're like, okay, it's not working. Let me open it up. Yeah. And in that situation, you also need to have tools to conquer that, which again is in my course Quantum Level Up. Also, I have a master class that's called Manifest. That's very affordable. You can check out my courses in the course overview link. Yeah. And of course, the best is to have accountability and daily support. So if you desire that, you can also reach out for a free love audit call and we can see if it's a match and how I can help you. Everything is in my description box. So that's one thing. When you are up leveling, there is often like a breakdown moment, okay? And I used to panic at this moment. I used to panic, but I also learned the tools how to be like, okay, there's nothing to panic about, nothing to panic about because this person isn't the source, this client isn't the source, God is the source. And I had one mantra that I really loved, and that was, God will always give me what I'm a match for. The worst thing that can happen after this breakdown, I will attract the same old pattern. I'll attract the same old debt. I'll attract the same old low money. I will attract the same bad pattern with this cheating guy. I will attract the same bad pattern of this disrespect. Like the worst thing, we think in the moment, oh my God, the guy that doesn't want to marry me is disappearing. My life is ending. Girl, trust me, if you didn't do your inner work of becoming a vibrational match to something better, you're gonna attract him. He's gonna come back, or another guy who doesn't want to marry you will come back. So don't worry about that. Like, it's just your brain thinks you're losing something, but you're not. Yeah, if you just take the first stage of manifestation, you just attract the same thing. So don't worry about that. But in the moment we are like, oh no, my life is going to end now. Like, it's not. Okay, you're always manifesting something, and whatever you had, you're gonna get it again. Okay, but to prevent that, after the first stage of manifestation, we've got the second and third stage. And the second one is that you're gonna have to become a vibrational match. From once you remove what you don't want, you have to become a vibrational match of what you literally want. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I want to wear dresses in like a certain size. Let's say 3 sizes under my size, whatever that is, because I'm like, overweight or something. Let's assume that. Um, like, I have to lose weight to become a match for that. Like, I have to lose weight to fit in those dresses, right? And the same thing happens with manifestation. When you want a different reality, you have to become a match for that. You can't watch my videos and be like, oh my God, how dare you tell that you talk about women attracting millionaires? It's like a shame, you just want money. Like, how dare you? I mean, not really dare. Let me say it differently. When you have judgment towards yourself or others, that, oh my God, no one should know that I want to be with a man who's a millionaire. Like, how will you attract money? You're not a vibrational match to money, girl. Same with men. Why do all the broke men are like, this woman is looking for a millionaire? Because they're broke. They're not a vibrational match to money. If they were, they'd be like, yeah, great. I'm also looking for millions and I have millions. Of course, women want me. Every single millionaire I talk to personally, not even dated them, so like people who you date, they will tell you what you want to hear. But people from my community, I have millionaire girlfriends, friends, I'm in those networks. They don't get offended by that. They're like, yeah, I'm a millionaire. I want millions. I want money. And if my woman didn't appreciate and want that, like, what would I do with my money? Okay? So, if you have any judgment here for anything that I'm speaking about, it triggers you. It just shows me you're not a vibrational match for that. I'm sorry. That's why you don't have that. That's why you don't have the millions. That's why you don't have the money. That's why you don't attract a millionaire. Because you're triggered with that. Okay? And before you say, yeah, but this is bad, okay, it's your decision. But maybe deep down, you want it too. And then when you notice, I'm triggered, I'm judging myself for wanting this, I'm judging others, hold on and remove that judgment. Sometimes it's just a mental choice, and sometimes you need deeper inner work. And this is what I'm here for, where we can do some subconscious healing and subconscious. Oh, hi, I'm seeing some familiar faces. So good to see you, dear. We can do some subconscious healing to remove those triggers, because sometimes it's not enough to be like, okay, um I want I want money, I want this great guy, but I'm triggered and I'm not gonna be triggered anymore. Sometimes it's just not enough. You need something, you need something deeper to support you with that. So you can reach out for a free love audit call. The link is in the description box or in the comments down below. Okay, so then imagine you become a vibrational match. Like you have, like when you want loving men, you have love in your heart. When you want an abundant man, you have abundance, and you don't have any blockages in terms of judgment towards others, judgment towards yourself, negative associations. By the way, I could like talk about this topic forever because I had, especially towards love and money, like a millions of judgment, negative associations. That's why it was so difficult for me to manifest that. It was so difficult, even though I knew what to do and how to do it. I learned all about dating, relationship, all about business. Like it was so difficult for me because I had so many blockages. Okay, so once you are a vibrational match to something, and you're like, okay, let's go for it, and then it starts manifesting. This is the exciting part. The first little bit of that flower is coming out. The first little bit. It's like you put the seed and then nothing happens, but you become a vibrational match, and then the little flower comes out, and then you have the first proof. You attract the first guys who, whatever you want to manifest, right? Like you attract the first guys who want to marry, and they respect your boundaries. All other guys just wanted friends with benefits, just ghosted you, were disrespectful, and for sure didn't want marriage. They just wanted you to cook and clean for them and be their girlfriend forever and not even introduce you to their family. But now you start slowly attracting something else. And now the next test is coming. The next test is coming, and that is usually what I see with people is, instead of seeing this as a proof of, wow, things are transforming, my life is transforming, it's like they get like so attached to this one thing. God, like this is the one and only who can give me that. If he's gone, I'm never gonna have this. And what I usually tell my clients at this moment is like, girl, this is the first time you attract a guy like that because you only now are a vibrational match to that. But he is not the only guy in this world who has those qualities, whatever those qualities are. If you want a rich guy, loving guy, sexy guy, whatever you want. And again, it also goes for all other life areas. And even if you're a man watching here, it goes vice versa. But I'm addressing my ladies in my dating content as this is the channel about. So I had one client and she was like, I attracted a millionaire, but if I leave him, I will never attract a millionaire again because I never attracted a millionaire before. This is not luck. You are a vibrational match for that. If you are not a vibrational match for that, you would not be with him. Like, this is not a lucky thing. You would not be able to be with him. You just become a vibrational match to a man who's affluent. And it's just so scary when you have like this first transformation, you're just like attached to it. And this attachment also kills the proper manifestation because guess what? That attachment creates fear that what if he leaves? I'm not gonna have anybody. Or one of my other clients, she really just wants like a super sexy, good looking, handsome guy, best uh, professional like athlete. And um, I mean, she also worked on herself to be like a match on that physically, but generally she's attracting guys like that, and she's like, I have to, I have to like squeeze him, hold him because he's like my dream man, and I'm not gonna get another guy like that. And I'm like, no. We are not doing that because this, it's not only about polarity. Like just because of polarity, it's not gonna work when you as a woman are squeezing that, like trying to hold on to it as he's like the only source. He's first of all not like, step back, God is the source. Again, we put God in equation. And if you don't believe in God, universe, one person is never the source of anything. There are so many people in this world. He's not the source, okay? Secondly, you kill your manifestation by that because you put fear into equation. And you know this statement, you can't attract abundance out of fear. You can attract love out of fear. You can attract commitment out of it's just not gonna happen. So in this next stage where you kind of like have the first views of, okay, it's happening, life is transforming, I'm also holding you accountable in that because you cannot attach to this one thing because you're gonna stop your manifestation again. You know, we have to like see, okay, God is the source, and you need someone on your side be like, mm-mm. You become a vibrational match to that, and you're gonna have that again. You're gonna have that again, and usually when my clients like hear this from me, they relax and they're like, okay, I'm a match to that. It's not just luck. I become a match to that, and then they relax, and then the container expands. The container expands is like, mm, it's like having like a little bucket and like a big bucket, and you when the container expands, you have like this big bucket and you can hold more from life. You can hold more money, you can hold more business, you can hold more love, you can hold the manifestation. You can basically hold the manifestations without sabotaging them. And how the container expands? When you normalize it, when you're not like, the minute you manifest something, get into fear, oh no, I'm gonna lose the money. Oh no, I'm gonna lose the guy. Okay? You normalize it, you give it to God, you know you are the one who manifests that. And then there's one more thing to hold the manifestation, whatever you're manifesting, is to really clean physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever you're manifesting. To make sure that it's not painful, dirty, annoying, frustrating. And yeah, I'm also talking about men, but also in other life areas. Yeah. So even if it's your dream man, but if there's something that you just like can't deal with, maybe he really is just annoying, or there's something else bothering you, it's still not gonna be a match. If you work with me, I'm still gonna allow you, I mean, you have your own choice, but like I'm still gonna advise you to choose that guy because it's difficult to hold a manifestation when you're bothered by something. Just like imagine you have a business or a job that pays you a lot, but you don't get sleep. You just don't have time to sleep. How will you hold that? Or will you feel bad in this job? The minute you don't need that money, you're gonna be gone. And we're not talking about the bare minimum, we're talking about top 1% men, top 1% partners, um, abundance of money. So if you want to hold that, it has to be clean, especially for a feminine woman like you are, because our life force energy is being connected to our feelings, to our essence, to our truth. And when the truth is that you are in pain, annoyed, it's not gonna work. And I don't mean that you're not gonna do hard things. Like you're still gonna, whatever you wanna do, um, you're still gonna do that. You're gonna do your inner work. This is still hard. You're gonna do your meditations. You're gonna receive the support. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to go to your job. You're gonna work on your career, of course. But what I mean is, can we just like let go of that BS that I have to suffer to get something? Like, you don't need to suffer. You don't need to suffer. And there is no booby prize for that. You don't need to suffer, and no one's gonna clap on your shoulder. Oh, you suffered so much to get this guy. Oh, you suffered so much to get this money. Like, no one cares, okay? So if you want to keep your manifestation and add more and more and more, you have to clean it up. And this is what I did a lot in my life too. In the last years, I was just cleaning my manifestations because Just like with the example of your favorite food in the kitchen, when the association is positive and you're excited about it, like it takes you 1 second to get there. But when in the kitchen there is also a trash can which haven't been emptied for a week and it smells, will you want to go to that kitchen? Not really, even though your favorite food is there. Maybe for like a minute and then get out of that fast. Like, how will you collect 10 of your favorite dishes? Let's assume there are 10 dishes. You can't, because that smell is not going to allow you to stand it. And the same is with your manifestations. We're not talking about the bare minimum. Oftentimes, it's easier to manifest the bare minimum because we just like, okay, we have to do it. Like, there's just no choice. I have to pay my rent, I have to pay my food, I have to pay my insurance. I have to have someone to talk to because otherwise I'll be like lonely, right? Like the bare minimum, we're not talking about that. We're talking about attracting your dream partner, being yourself a top 1% person, attracting top 1% people, and holding manifestations without collapsing. So you have to clean it up. And this goes for women, but also for men. And so many times, it's like still in the field, like this thought of, oh, if it's difficult, I'm gonna get like this, I'm gonna get like this booby prize and like this clap. Oh wow, it was so difficult. Like no one cares. Just collect your manifestation, have a great life, and continue with that. All right, everybody. I'm gonna come to the end of this video, and I was so excited to see you. I was so excited to talk to you, and I hope this helps you. So if you know anybody that feels stuck in whatever life area, I know we've been focusing on dating here, but really those concepts, they apply to all life areas, even to all genders. If you know anybody who's stuck and wants to know the process of manifestation, send this video to them. Also give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you want more of content like this. Let me know in the comments that you're here. If you were really interested in this video and you put something in the comment, it helps this channel to spread to other people who are interested as well. Yeah, so many times people comment who are not really interested, they just like saying hi, but the true people who really value this information, they don't comment so often. So I would appreciate if you do, because it helps other people like you to find that content, and it would really mean the world to me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned, all the courses, Manifest, Quantum Level Up, are in my description box. And if you desire my support, you can reach out for a free love audit call. I'm going to be so happy to support you on your journey. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for saying hi. I just see somebody joining, and I see you in the next one. Bye.